Hold your Huskies. Hey there, folks. Welcome to the wonderful yet challenging world of owning a Siberian Husky. So you're thinking about getting a Siberian Husky? Those beautiful, blue-eyed wonders that grace your Instagram feed? They sure are eye-catching, aren't they? Let's talk about that. They're gorgeous, no doubt. But owning a Husky is like dating a celebrity. Stunning to look at, but comes with a whole lot of baggage. And trust me, it's not all glitz and glamour. First things first, Huskies are like the marathon runners of the dog world. They were bred to run, and boy do they love to run. If you're not ready for daily exercise, think twice. So, if you're more of a Netflix and chill person, a Husky might not be your best match. They need activity and lots of it. Now, before you run off to the shelter or a breeder, let's be responsible here, people. You need to know that there are two main types of Huskies, working line and show line. Each has its own unique traits. Think of it like this. You have your athletes, and then you have your, well, Kardashians. Both are amazing in their own right, but they serve different purposes. Don't get me wrong, I love the Kardashians. Who doesn't love a good contour? But they're not exactly known for their athletic prowess, are they? Same goes for show Huskies. They're bred for their looks, while working Huskies are all about that stamina and endurance. It's crucial to know what you're getting into. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to dive deep into the world of Huskies. I'm here to help you figure out which type is your perfect match. Ready? Let's go! Let's talk about working Huskies, the Olympians of the dog world. These dogs are the real deal, bred for centuries by the Chukchi people of Siberia to pull sleds over long distances in harsh conditions. Imagine running for miles in the freezing cold with nothing but a team of dogs and a prayer. These dogs weren't just pets, they were partners essential for survival. Working Huskies are built for endurance. They're lean and muscular, with a thick double coat that keeps them warm in sub-zero temperatures. But here's the thing, they're also independent thinkers. I mean, they had to be to survive in the Arctic. These dogs are smart, but they're not always the easiest to train. They're like that student who aces all the tests but forgets to show up for class half the time. But hey, at least they look good doing it, right? Now let's talk about show Huskies, the glamorous divas of the dog world. These are the Huskies you see winning best in show, strutting their stuff on the runway. Or should I say, dog walk. Show Huskies are bred for their beauty, and boy are they beautiful. They have the same striking blue eyes and thick, luxurious coats as their working counterparts, but they tend to be a bit fluffier and, dare I say, a tad more high maintenance. Think of them as the Kardashians of the Canine kingdom. They're used to being pampered and adored, and they're not afraid to let you know it. Show Huskies can make wonderful companions, but they're not exactly known for their work ethic. They're more likely to be found lounging on the couch than pulling a sled. And hey, who can blame them? Life's tough when you're that fabulous. Section 4. Spot the difference, working versus show Huskies. It's like spotting the real deal from a filter. Okay, so how can you tell the difference between a working Husky and a show Husky? It's not as simple as it might seem at first glance. It's like trying to spot the difference between a Kardashian with and without makeup. It takes a keen eye. But once you know what to look for, it becomes much easier. First, let's talk about looks. This is often the most noticeable difference. Working Huskies are bred for function, so they tend to be leaner and more athletic. Their bodies are built for endurance and strength. They're like the marathon runners of the Husky world, always ready to go the distance. Show Huskies, on the other hand, are bred for their looks, so they're often a bit fluffier and more compact. Their coats are thicker and more luxurious. Think of it like this. Working Huskies are your cross-country runners, while show Huskies are your bodybuilders. Both have their own unique strengths. Both are impressive, but they excel in different areas. It's all about what they were bred to do. Another key difference is temperament. This can be just as important as physical appearance. Working Huskies are independent thinkers, bred to work in teams and make decisions on their own. They have a strong sense of purpose. They're like that friend who always has a plan and isn't afraid to take charge. They thrive on challenges and responsibility. Show Huskies, on the other hand, are more likely to be people pleasers, eager to please their owners and soak up all the attention. They love being in the spotlight. They're the life of the party, always ready to cuddle and play. Whether working or showing, Huskies are truly remarkable dogs. Section 5. Training your Husky. One word, treats. Okay, maybe a few more words. Training a husky, whether working or showline, is like trying to herd cats. It's a task that requires a lot of energy and creativity. It's possible, but it requires patience, consistency, and a whole lot of treats. Treats are the magic ingredient that can make training sessions more effective. Huskies are smart, but they're also independent thinkers, which can make training a bit of a challenge. They often have their own ideas about what they want to do. They're like that friend who's always questioning everything you say. You need to be prepared for their inquisitive nature. The key to training a husky is to make it fun and rewarding. If the husky enjoys the process, they're more likely to cooperate. They're highly food motivated, so treats are your best friend. Use them wisely to encourage good behavior. Positive reinforcement is the name of the game here, people. Always reward them for their good actions. Start with basic commands like sit, stay, and come. These are the building blocks of more complex training. Although getting a husky to come when you call them is like winning the lottery, it can be done with persistence. And gradually work your way up to more advanced commands. Take it one step at a time. And remember, patience is a virtue, especially when you're training a husky. Keep calm and stay consistent. Section 6. Exercise, yes please. But how much is too much for these furry rockets? Huskies are high-energy dogs bred to run for miles on end. So if you're thinking about getting a husky, be prepared to give them a lot of exercises. And I'm not just talking about a leisurely stroll around the block. Think long walks, runs, hikes, bike rides, you name it, a husky will love it. They're like the Energizer bunny of dogs. They just keep going and going. Now, you might be thinking, I don't have time to exercise my dog for hours every day. And that's okay. There are other ways to keep your husky entertained and exercised, like puzzle toys, flirt poles, and even doggy daycare. The key is to find what works for you and your dog and make sure they're getting enough physical and mental stimulation. Section 7. Finding your perfect match. Are you ready for this furry commitment?